Ukraine has moved to a sustained campaign of deep strikes against Russian territory, systematically targeting the country's energy infrastructure as Kyiv rapidly scales up production of long-range drones and missiles, Politico reports. For much of the war, Moscow's attacks on Ukrainian cities and energy facilities went largely unpunished. That dynamic is changing. Kyiv now conducts near-daily strikes inside Russia, hitting oil refineries, power plants, and substations enabled both by domestic weapons development and higher production rates. According to the BBC, Ukrainian strikes have hit 21 of Russia's 38 major refineries this year, degrading roughly 38% of the country's refining capacity. Those attacks have contributed to fuel shortages and forced Russia to import petrol from Belarus. The shift is part of Kyiv's logic: make attacks on Ukraine costly enough that the Kremlin rethinks its actions. President Volodymyr Zelensky framed the approach as imposing the war's costs on the enemy. While stressing restraint toward civilians, the enemy must bear the cost of this war. But we do not kill civilians, he said. Ukraine is not waiting solely for foreign supplies. It is rapidly expanding its own production of drones and missiles. New models, including attack drones and cruise-capable missiles, have entered service and are being used against targets deep inside Russia, officials say. The coverage also highlights closer cooperation with U.S. intelligence, which helps Kyiv understand Russian intentions and improves targeting and air defense efforts. Intelligence agencies are cooperating very actively. For us, it is important that they help to understand Russian intentions and assist with air defense, one Ukrainian source told Politico on condition of anonymity. Recent weeks illustrate escalation on both sides. On October 10, Moscow launched more than 450 drones and roughly 30 missiles at Kyiv and other Ukrainian cities, causing partial blackouts. Russia has also mounted massive waves of strikes this year. One recent week saw over 3,100 drones, 92 missiles, and about 1,360 glide bombs aimed largely at Ukrainian energy infrastructure. Kyiv, in turn, struck a civilian power plant in Russia's Belgorod region earlier this month, triggering blackouts there. Ukraine's growing arsenal is central to the campaign. Kyiv's leaders say domestic production of more lethal drones and missiles has risen and that Ukraine is no longer reliant on external deliveries alone. Our weapons have become better and that also is helpful, a Ukrainian official told Politico, adding that active U.S. intelligence cooperation has been valuable for targeting and air defense. Western reporting also indicates external support. The Financial Times reported that the U.S. provided targeting information to help Ukraine strike Russian energy infrastructure. Kyiv says broader aim is to increase pressure so the Kremlin feels the impact of the war and is forced to reassess its course.